Economy. It is said that the philosopher's stone was the key to transform lead into gold. The true gold was not the altering of elements, but the uncovering of the secrets to be able to do it. In the Hermetic tradition, the alchemists, whose name is derived from Egypt's Alkemet region, were in the search of the sacred occult knowledge which they sought to change everything for the betterment of mankind. Wisdom was considered the most valuable thing, and acquirement of it was the ultimate goal. Science is the continuation of that practice, and I believe that omniscientism is the definitive way of completing that objective. The omniscience economic model would be based on individual achievement, and the investment would be in the total potential of the collective. In order for the needs of a district and the faithful to be met, we must change the value system to reflect the personal, social, and environmental requirements that must be automatically built in. Therefore, no debts or taxes would be involved. It would be based on actual supply and demand. Status would be based on accomplishment. The bigger the individual or collective success, the higher the prestige. Excellence would be measured by popularity and inspiration in both artistic and practical fields, locally and throughout the society. In this way, as your personal resume grows, so does your standing and value. Since you cannot lose, devotees would believe in the religion more strongly, which would act as a motivator for them to realize the greatest of deeds. One of the main goals of omniscience would be the pursuit of all knowledge. Facts and ideas would be invaluable, and although we would all have a right to access, impartial accounting must be applied to them. Discovery, innovation, invention, and creativity would be main factors. Productivity and influences would also be important. Every aspect must be weighed in order to be fair and equitable. The actual value of concepts should be calculated based on their application. All the elements would add to the reputation of the person and ultimately the whole organization. Titles and recognition via higher authority to reflect individual contributions could be used to encourage greater initiative and increase self-esteem. Everything that one might do deserves merit and should include household labor, acts of kindness, and self-improvement. With 3D printers, industry could become personalized and creativity could more readily be brought to fruition. Therefore, modern methodologies should automatically be available to all. The latest innovations in 3D fabrication could be reproduced by the previous version, including assembler robots, enabling everyone to have the state-of-the-art at home. More advanced components could be locally manufactured, while the materials from previous models could readily be recycled for reuse. Class would be determined by effort and achievement and would help in determining where you may live and work. The lab coat colors you would wear, including division logos, would represent the team uniform and would also aid in ranking. The environmental visuals could also be a reflection on the kind of employment and study you would currently do. The lower class would simply be a setting where the initiates entered into the society, and as students, the technology would be available to them. This is a benchmark that would enable everyone to be relatively close in standard of living. The best of us could become icons for everyone to emulate as the models of conduct for excellence. These contemporary heroes could have a positive influence on the youth and the populace of this belief system. These desirable conditions, I believe, would define the true meaning of humaneness. The proper management of the ecological units could generate a surplus, which we could draw from to increase our ability to expand with practical and inspirational applications. Equipment would be improved for greater safety and durability for substantial usage. The components should be easy to repair, upgradable, and be recyclable. Less breakdown and faster repairs would increase overall effectiveness. Maximizing production would enable us to provide greater opportunity and increase our freedom. Stockpiling would allow us to expand our civilization, and new cities could be built everywhere. The acquisition of new supplies must be done responsibly. Expansion must be approached with caution. Resources that are not produced locally must be networked to ensure their availability. A comprehensive recovery program would save on materials and make the settlement and its surroundings safe and sanitary. In order to show respect for all the inhabitants, one-bedroom size apartments that would be soundproofed would be the smallest accommodation available and would include all the amenities that could be offered. In this way, we would be able to provide a comfortable atmosphere for the whole populace with the best circumstances for personal growth. The human intellect is our most valuable asset, since it would be our imagination, invention, innovation, and hard work that would make the future viable. In order to meet our expectations, we must pledge to provide the training and the tools necessary on a general basis. Opportunities should be made equally accessible to every believer for the whole civilization to have the best chance for success.